Let me see something. I think the lighting is pretty good right there. Yeah, that's all right. All right. All right, let's see what we got going. Okay, oh, I need to turn this Bluetooth off so I can hear. And should be good. All right, there we go. All right. Bimani, man, what's happening? Nope, not today. And I almost did it too. I almost went in the car. I was like, you know what? Let me just stay inside and just chillax. Everybody left the house, so it'll be peaceful, peace and quiet. Yeah, but no worrying about people parking close. So you know it never fails. Literally, never fails. Every time I'm outside, somebody wants to do something crazy. Every time. All right, so Godfrey looks like he's set up. Oh, I meant to need to get this link so I can put this out there real quick. Don, what's happening? All right. All right. Okay. All right, so I got it in the chats. And let me see. What's up, Tiffany? And what up, Jay Carly? I caught you today, huh? I know yesterday was like the tail end, right? You ain't had that much time. Dimitri was good. Yeah, but we here today. We made it. I'm going to the pool in a little while. Okay. I don't know what that was. YouTube just straight dropped everything. Is this even connected now? All right, hopefully Damn, I don't know what happened. Yeah, it's like it just dropped my connection. Yeah, like it kicked everybody off too at the same time, right? I'm like, damn, I didn't even get started yet. Sheesh. All right, well, anyway. All right, let's see. Carly said she cried a little bit. Yeah, what's up, JP? Let's see. Did everybody make it back? I saw Raymond on here. I saw John on here. I saw Joshua. If you ever made it back, let me know. YouTube out here hating in these streets, man. Oh man. Let me refresh this page too. Like I don't understand what's going on with this internet. And I don't even think it's the internet. I think that was YouTube actually. But whatever, it's all good. All right, so I got my chart up. Got the feed up. Okay, so Walker's back. Tiffany's back. All right, cool. All right. Yes, I am in the house right now. Yes, sir. What's up, Yusuf? Yeah, I was here. I was inside like a couple of days ago. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I was in here too. For the first time. So I'm in here again. It's kinda hot outside, so I was like, nah, I think I'ma wait before I go outside and go over to the pool. Today my son's birthday, so they went to the pool. I'm gonna go over there with them in a little while. What's up, Chip? Yep. But y'all know what it is. Same vibe, whether we inside or outside. Ernest, he was cracking on me a little bit. He's like, I don't gotta worry about nobody parking close to me today, so. Very true. Very true. Nobody gotta catch a beat down today. Oh man. Yep. Nah, see, it's crazy too because like everybody down here is in school already. The kids are down, they've been in school. I think they've been in school for like 2 weeks. My kids don't even go back to school until September 9th. Yep. That's another thing about New York. They get out late. They get out like July, like the first week in July. And then they don't go back until the beginning of September. Matthew, what up? Yeah, but so they do all of that. Down here, they already back in school, which is awkward for them. They seeing kids, they like, why these kids got book bags on? I'm like, they in school. Like they've been in school. Yeah, so that was new. Yes, I will let him know that everybody said happy birthday. Yes, indeed. He finally a preteen now. He think he gonna be talking back to me all strong. He got another thought coming though. I'm like, listen, I don't care how old you are, bro. What's up, Stacy? Oh man, wow. What's up, Basil? That's a good question, and I appreciate you being honest. Basil said he nervous as hell. That's real right there. Yeah, he just turned 12. Jay Carly. Yep, he is 12 today. Time be just flying, man. I literally remember when he was born. Like it seemed like it was a couple of years ago, and I'm like, damn, that's 12 years, just like that. But yeah, Basil, the I've been in the financial markets for 27 years. I've been trading Forex since 2002. So that's like, I guess, 17 years in the Forex market. And on NADEX, I think I've been dealing with NADEX since 2017, early 2017. And NADEX is a very powerful platform. Took me a little while to kind of figure out what it was, because I didn't realize at first the difference between the NADEX platform and Forex. I knew that it was binary options, but I didn't understand the difference as far as the way that you have to approach trading and the way that you have to look at things. So when I finally figured it out, it took me maybe about, I would say, about 4 months altogether. And once I figured it out, that was it. You know? Oh, wow, definitely. Definitely. Congratulations, man. Yusuf said that his wife is pregnant with the first daughter. Nice. Yep, pray that you have a healthy, beautiful baby, man. Trend trader Mark, I parked all the way on the end of my dock's parking lot. No other cars around. Guess what this dude with a big ass pickup truck did? Where you at, man? I'm coming. We're gonna jump him. He said he parked right next to me with 50 other empty spaces. Man, I don't know. I wish I could tell you what it is. I wish I knew what that was, but I still have yet to find out what that is, man. Every time. And it seemed like they do it more when you're in the car. You be in the car, they still do it. Oh, you in Maryland? All right. I know it did. He said it pissed him off for good reason. It's like, why are you parking right here, bro? Why? It's almost like they feel like insecure or something, or they scared to not park right next to you. Unbelievable. And the worst is when they park next to you and then they trying to squeeze out of the car. Like they opening up the door looking and trying to squeeze so that they don't hit the car. I'm like, well, why'd you park right here? It's like 10 other spaces right directly to the right of you. You couldn't have just parked one more space over? I don't know, man. It's in their head. It's like a quirk. It's like a tick or something. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Somebody has said that the other day when I was outside. They said it's like the tribe mentality. Yep. They feel like they just gotta be close to somebody. It's crazy. He said, or it might be car envy. It could be. It definitely could be. It's crazy. And he had a Beamer? That's another thing I don't understand. It's like, if you already have a nice car, why do you want to park next to me? Why would you want to park near anybody? If you driving something nice. Stacy said parking freaks. Oh, snap. Parking freaks. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh, you have the Beamer. Oh, I thought you were saying okay, no. That's right. You said he had a big truck, right? Oh, he had the pickup truck. Got you. Hating. That's all that was. He got the Napoleon complex with his car, with his vehicle. Basil, thanks a lot for explaining that. 27 years, yeah, you certified for real. Gonna save you as the trading master Yoda. I appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate the love. Yeah, definitely put time in with this investment game, with the trading game, without a doubt. I think what has helped me the most is the fact that I never had a mentor. That it was meant to be that, because ultimately that's what I believe people see me as for them in a lot of cases. Not everyone, but there's some people that see me like as a mentor for them. So I think that is valuable. It's tremendously valuable because, to be able to reach out to someone that's knowledgeable, that ain't going to give you fluff, and that will just give you knowledge and information about what something is without wanting anything in return, really, you know, with the exception of you just being successful. It's like I mainly want people to just be successful. And when I see people do stuff that is detrimental, that's going to hurt them and keep them in a loop of losing and not being successful, that's what bothers me. It's like I'm bothered by that, but not as much as I used to be. I'm only bothered now to the point where it's like, well, at this point, you kind of know better, because at least you have somebody that is here to give you some knowledge and some wisdom about the game. Whereas I didn't have that. You know what I mean? Like I had to pay my dues and learn on my own. So that's the benefit, I believe, and the value for a lot of people that come into the game now. The fact that you actually have, somebody that's around that's going to help you and just genuinely give you some solid game. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, because now a group of people are connected to me, now it's transcendent into them as well. You see what I'm saying? So it's no telling who you might run into that has been through Team Alliance training and just is a part of us, that you might run into, and they got the nuggets too. You know what I'm saying? It's like spreading the wealth of the knowledge and the wisdom throughout the vibration that we're on. And that's what I love and appreciate the most. You know what I'm saying? That it doesn't end with me. You know what I mean? That's awesome right there. To me. Yep. Ooh, that's hard. That's what it is. Yo, he said the market was your mentor. Woo. Uh-oh. Already started with mic drops. Damn. Damn. Already starting with the mic drops. Yo, that is a fact. Yep. Matthew said, definitely my mentor. This role would have been torture had I not found TA. That's hard. That's hard coming from Buddha, because, to me, Matthew represents somebody that actually buckled in, strapped in and just did it. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't really do a lot of the nonsense that people have a tendency to do. And I believe that has a lot to do with discipline. You know what I'm saying? When people lack discipline, they hard-headed. When you don't have no discipline, somebody could tell you everything to do step by step. And when you hard-headed, you won't listen, because for whatever reason, you're going to want to do it your way, or do it this way, or try this, or let me add that, let me take this away and see what happens. You end up doing too much, and then you end up jamming yourself up. You know what I mean? So he represents somebody that didn't do that. He just strapped in and went to work. So I appreciate that coming from him. That's crazy to me. E Ready, what's good? B Jazz, what's happening? Jazz said, I thought you said some people thought you were mental. Well, I'm pretty sure that they did and still do. Somebody told me that. Somebody told me that I gotta be crazy. They said, you gotta be crazy for how can you trade that many contracts and be so calm? You're not human. And I'm like, nah, I am human. I'm just developed. That's it. It takes conditioning and developing. It's the same way, like if you want to be a certain physique, if you want to look a certain way, your body and your muscles and your form, and you want to have a certain level of strength, you just get in the gym and you got to train for that. You got to train to achieve that you're looking to achieve. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. Yep. Same thing. Jermaine, in Georgia, I think people scared to get their car hit with people driving through open parking lots with empty spaces. Only thing I can think of. That's so retarded. If that's the case, that's just stupid. Because, so in other words, you're gonna park next to somebody because you're afraid of not parking next to somebody because you think your car gonna get hit. Yo, that's crazy. And it could be that too, Jermaine. It could be that, man. Stacy said she listened to last night's training, it was fire. What training ain't fire, right? It just always be elevating. It's crazy. Jay Carly said, whoever mic drop before 38 after, we fighting. Yo, Jay Carly's stupid. Oh, E-Ready's your cousin? I forgot who Trend Trader is. Who's Trend Trader? Who's that again? Your name. And I kind of know. I vaguely remember who it is, but I always be forgetting. Don said, discipline is simple, but not easy for most. Yep. Not easy at all. It's crazy. Winston, Matthew was a military guy and then a successful car sales guy. Matthew represents an incredible go-getter. No excuses for MW. Yes. Don said, I've been called crazy all my life. Stacy said, he not crazy, he just have OCD. Oh, snap. E-Ready, I'm still in the loop, Mark. Definitely, man. Still connected to the vibe. Always. J. Carly, you just ate all the lunch of non-TA people? Mm-hmm. I know what that means. Trent said, definitely retarded. Yeah. Yep. Jazz said, when you have been beaten up enough, the sizing up matters no more because you start to fix those bad habits and then size is just a number. Yes. That's it, man. That's it. It's like, it be that the whole time, but you don't think that that's the case because there's so much emphasis given to size because you never believe at first that you're ever going to achieve that size. And I realized that that's what has a lot to do with it. The reason people are so fascinated with big numbers is because they detach themselves from big numbers. They don't believe that they'll ever get to that point. So for them to see it, it's like, oh man, that's amazing. Wow. And it's kind of like they're wishing, like, man, I wish I could be at that level. And it's like, well, in order to get to the level, it takes the same mindset that at the level will keep you there. So if you don't achieve the mindset first beforehand, you can't get there. And that's where most people fall. They fall right into that category. They never position themselves to get the mindset, to elevate that mindset in the beginning with one contract. You see what I'm saying? If you can't elevate with a little bit, how are you going to have an elevated way of thinking and executing when you get to bigger numbers? You're not. So that's why the mindset is so important now. And see, that's another thing too, that people will feel like, oh, well, I'm going to work on my mindset when I get to 10 contracts. Nah, you got to have the mindset with one contract. You got to have the mindset with $100. Because the same mindset that you start off with is what you're going to have if you ever get to a higher number. And most of the time, they don't ever get to a high number anyway. You know what I'm saying? But for those that might slip through the cracks and get to a higher number, you know, they don't have the mindset, so they can't maintain. And that's where they'll fall by the wayside. So any way you look at it is mindset elevation, period. Yep. He had to yank out on the dude in Miami about that close car mess. Listen, it could definitely pop off. Cause sometimes it just be blatant. It's like, yo, and you have to say something. Jay Carly said, nah, he crazy. Don't let the laugh fool you. Don't be telling them, Jay Carly. I'm trying to keep up my image. Oh snap. E said, stop telling, bro. Feds could be in here. Oh man. Oh, Yusuf, you in Bali. Okay. Look like you live on the beach. Wow. Oh, the market ate somebody food. I got you. 1 second slaps. Got you. Don said, anything in life you put on the pedestal will always seem impossible. That's hard. That's hard. Jazz said, I took it easy today, 3-0. Jazz, how many trades you normally take? How many times you normally trade in a day? Matthew said, people are afraid of their own success. That's what separates successful from the unsuccessful. A lot of the time, when you feel like you deserve it, you go get it. Ooh, that's hard right there. Yes, Holly, Hotlanta. Yep. E said, focus. I shut down all social media and put up my toys to focus on the market, period. I learned a lot about that from Mark, Master Matthew, and Josh, implementing that mentality in my trading arsenal. That's hard. Gavilla, do you stick to one pair or bounce around looking for the best market? I definitely stick to one market. Yep. Definitely stick to one market. And my reason for that is you want to learn the nuances and, you know, the little sneaky, the sneaky stuff that the market does that you are not aware of. You need to become acclimated with that type of stuff. There's a lot of little stuff that markets do, and each market is different. So if you're observing and studying the market in general, you got to pick one, because Aussie and Euro, two different markets completely. Oh, but they, you know, they're correlated. They might be correlated, but they're not the same market. They move different. They do different things at different times. You got to focus on one if you really want to become a master of that market and really position yourself to know it well. Definitely. Jazz, trading on the beach. Now that's great, but can you get internet? See, that's always been my issue. It's like, yeah, if you want a beach, you got to be near some towers. You got to be. And I don't mind the beach. I love the beach. And I trade as long as I got some good internet. If my internet is sketchy, I'm out. I go to the lobby in the hotel. Yep. Chase TA Worldwide and Family Wide. Yep. Yep. Jay Carter said, I'm 3-0 for August, bro. Relax. Yeah, I see what he said now. He take anywhere from 3 to 15 trades a day. Damn, that's a lot. That's a lot, Jazz. That's a lot. Well, I'm glad today you slowed it down. Don said it's been noted that Steve Jobs would always wear all black to avoid decision fatigue. That's interesting. That is interesting. Oh, this thing is on. No wonder. That's why I couldn't hear nothing. All right, let me mute this and then unmute that. All right, so we good now. I should be able to hear my alarm now. I'm wondering why I'm not hearing the alarm going off. All right. Gave up toys. Ask him if he gave up them big booty Latina style. Oh snap! J. Carter need to speed up talking about relax. She ain't she got OCD too? Don said I tried trading on the beach. Too much glare for me. Can't have that. Jazz, if I have lost, then I do more to recover. So it depends. I accept losses, make it a part of my trading. Yeah, I mean, you can trade that way. I prefer not to trade that way. I would rather completely avoid losses altogether, take fewer trades, and then just scale up the size of the trades. That's my preference and my approach when it comes to trading. You know, even if that means I'm not trading for a week or two or however long, don't matter. Because I know that eventually when the market does give it up, I'm in position to maximize the size of the trades and to benefit from bigger sizes and make up for the time where I wasn't having any trades and not making any money at the time. So that's how I explain it to people looking at it. But for me, I also look at the fact that if you're not trading and not losing, you're making money. You see what I'm saying? Because like the time that you would spend trying to recover, I'd rather spend that time chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's no trades, I'm good. I'm gonna just wait. It's only a matter of time before the market give it up anyway. So I'd rather just wait for it. But you know that it's a preference, and it really boils down to what you want to do. However you want to do it, you know, it's up to you. Whatever you're comfortable the most with. J. Carly, losses are not a part of TA's trading. Facts. She said, I prefer to not lose. Yep. Gorilla, what if you need 1 or 2 trades a day to survive? What do you recommend? I recommend that you position yourself so that you don't need 1 or 2 trades a day to survive. You have to position yourself better than that, because if you're in a circumstance within your trading where you need 1 or 2 trades a day to live, you're putting pressure on yourself that will ultimately lead to you messing up and losing money. It's not a matter of if it's going to happen. It is going to happen. You're going to position yourself to lose because you're under pressure. So you are better off not putting yourself in that position and instead putting yourself in a position where instead of you needing 1 trade or even 2 trades a day, what if you only ended up with 1 trade a week? What if you positioned yourself where 1 trade a week literally allowed you to pay all your bills? Now we talking. What if you have a Bad week. You end up with one trade. Your bills are paid still. What if you have a better week than you had last week? Last week you end up with one trade. This week you got two trades. You literally just doubled what you need to pay your bills. So you see, you put yourself in that position. You're now at an elevated position and you have the edge. You're not under pressure. You know that the market is going to give it up. You know that there's going to be weeks where you end up with 2, maybe 3, 4, 5 trades. It might be weeks where you end up with no trades. But when you balance it out, you're going to be in position always to not have stress knocking on your door. And at the same time, when you earn, bills are paid and you're not stressed. So you're not stressed whether you actually make trades. You're not stressed when you do make trades. And you are always in position to have your finances taken care of because of the way that you have structured your trading and yourself as a business. Like this is, matter of fact, I think I need to do a whole, like a webinar or something, or like a video, like some type of seminar. I'm probably going to do something live talking about that because it's that important for people that want to go full time and want to trade full time. That is like, I can't stress that enough. And that question keeps coming up. So I think that there is not enough education and information about that specifically. And I would like to put out that information, you know, in more of a structured format, because I don't think that that's something that people really think that much about until they get into position where they finally start making some profits. Then they start thinking like, oh man, how many trades a day I need? Now comes the pressure. Like that, man, I need 2 trades a day. What if I don't get 2 trades today? You see, you have to reposition yourself. You can't be under that type of pressure and stress because you're going to fall victim to the pressure. You just can't deal with that level of pressure. It clouds your judgment. It throws everything off. You start making rash decisions. You start trying to force trades. You're going to do everything that leads up to you losing. And that's what you don't want to do under any circumstance. So yeah, we definitely got to get at that. Definitely. But that's good. I'm glad that you actually brought it up. Yep. He said, yeah, I don't like sitting days and weeks for trades. It's not always like that. See, that's the thing. It's like, you don't have to, or let me rephrase it. Don't put a limitation on the market and don't assume. Don't make assumptions in the market. Don't just assume you always going to be waiting for days and days and weeks for trades. That's not what it is. During the time when you're not trading, you are learning and elevating your skill. You have to remember that trading as a business and trading for a living is not just about trades. It's about the skill that positions you to consistently take only profitable trades. You don't want to take a loss. Even if you say, well, I accept losing. By you saying that you accept losing, what you're really saying is that you're accepting the fact that you're not willing to be patient. And this is real. Like, this is a real dialogue that I'm having about this, because this is what it is. Oh, well, you got to accept the fact that you're going to lose. No, you don't. Why? Why do you have to accept losing? If for you to say that, you're saying ultimately you don't know why you would lose. So you got to accept what you don't know. That's what you're saying. And that's not true. That's not true at all. So if you flip that around and you actually put yourself in a position to understand why you would lose in the first place, once you figure out why you would lose to begin with, Now you can position yourself to not do it. You know why you would lose. Don't do any of the stuff that leads to that, period. Just remove yourself from the equation for losing. Oh, I know why I would lose. If I did that, I would lose probably. If I did that, I would probably lose. If this, you find in all of the ways that you can potentially lose. And every time that you see or find a new way that you could potentially lose, what it does is it elevates you because now you have another reason to not do certain things. And as time goes by, the better at that process that you become, you are increasing your library of knowledge. This is real knowledge. You know exactly what leads to losses in the market. And you're learning how to avoid all of them. That's real. That makes you like you don't even realize how valuable that is yet. You don't understand the value of that yet. That's why you accept losing, because you accept the fact that you're not patient enough to wait for the market to give you that knowledge. And for me, I would rather that you not do that, because I know the value of waiting. I know the value of developing patience, learning while you're not taking trades. You learn more from not trading than you do from trading. Like, people think that they learn by taking trades in a demo. No. You learn by observing the market in the demo, observing the market in your live account. You need to understand, why would you lose? Once you begin to understand that, now you are going to understand why you're winning. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand both. It's the why. That is the most important and the most valuable thing ever, is understanding the reason why. That's how big of a deal it is. So I'm always going to say that, like like that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So it's never going to be anything different. And I know that everybody doesn't accept that or agree with it, but it is what it is. If you don't go the route that I'm suggesting, you're going to have an uphill battle the whole time that you don't have to be in, that you're accepting. You know what I mean? So you don't have to accept it. It's a choice. Yep. E said, I call Mark's approach the sniper approach. Wait in the trenches for days for that one shot, that one kill trade. That's it. That's it. And the thing about it is that it's coming. You see what I'm saying? It's coming. While you're waiting, you're not stressed. You're not stressing, waiting for the kill shot. You relaxed. You literally got your feet kicked up, sipping on the margarita with the umbrella in it. Every once in a while, you peek out, see if your target is there. It ain't there. Peek out, it still ain't there. Peek out, it still ain't there. While you peeking, you sipping. I'm that sniper. I'm the sniper that's in the cut. You don't see me though. You still don't see me. I'm back here sipping on margaritas. Then I see the target, put the margarita down, pick up the weapon, blow it off, look through the scope. Oh, there it is. Pow. That's how I want to do it. So it's like, you became such a good sniper that you can chill. You're not stressed while you're waiting for the shot. That's what I'm talking about doing. You know what I mean? It's just different. It's different, man. Stress-free. And remember that reducing stress increases your profitability in the end. If you want to add on stress, you're going to increase the chances of you losing. It don't help. Stress hurts. It does not help you. It's not healthy. It's detrimental. It makes you emotional. It's damaging your mindset and your thought patterns and your processes. It clouts your judgment. You don't make good decisions and choices when you're stressed. And at the same time, when you stress, you're emotional, and that means you're scared and you shook. You'll be stressed to the point where you don't take the kill shot when the kill shot is right there. You don't stress yourself out so much. You doing stuff you ain't supposed to do. And then when it comes time to do what you're supposed to do, you don't do it. Because you spend all of your time and energy doing a bunch of other stuff that had nothing to do with what you're focused on. And that's another thing that happens. You be so stressed, you stressing yourself out trying to get into a trade. You taking a bunch of stuff that you ain't supposed to take. Then when the trade comes, you ain't nowhere to be found. It's like, what happened? Where'd you go? Where are you? The trade is here now. What happened? You somewhere laid up in the corner in the fetal position. So, you know, we flipping that. We want to flip that around. Don said, good thing is once you start trading for a living, you really don't want to be around the markets a lot. Ooh. Woo. Damn, that's it right there. That's a chest shot. Once you start trading for a living, you don't want to be around the markets a lot. That's what I'm talking about. Yo. Damn, Don. That's mic drop city right there. Jesus. Yeah, I'm about to really drop the mic on y'all. Listen to what Jay Carly said. Trading is my full-time job. My 9 to 5 is my side gig. It was either that or I hung up. It was going to be one or the other. Jeez. I had to go get some water. I know you're like, what the hell? Where did Mark go? I had to step away, man. Jesus. Y'all don't realize how crazy that is. Listen to what did y'all hear what she said? All right. That's a whole nother level right there in your mindset. You can't even say that unless your mindset is a certain way. I done lost the whole comment section. Damn, I lost my whole train of thought. Okay, here we go. Don said, nobody gonna take food off my table. Yes, sir. Shawnee said, Jazz, you may need to trade equities or futures or options. You can trade all day. True. Miss Dawson dropping jewels. Yeah, that was beyond the jewel right there. That was straight retarded what she said. Gorilla, thanks for the wisdom. Definitely. To put in perspective, I have a high balance with my 3-0 for August than I did with a week at 6-0. Jeez. All right, hold on. Let me look at this this 2213 real quick. All right, this one should give some good information actually. Yep, and there's the info. It ain't there yet. Okay, that's cool. Quick glance. We ain't there yet. All right. Don said, Tim Ferriss' 4-hour work week, the new rich, really opened my mind. We plugged in right now, man. Damn. Jay Carly said, you talked about this many, many times. It's coming up so much because it's from new people or people not paying attention. Matthew says, stress yourself into some L's. Come on, man. Come on. JP said, no trades in 13 days for me. I don't take losses. Yeah. Did that whole trade every day thing. I'd rather trade stress free and let the trade come to me. Scale up. That's a hashtag right there. Hashtag scale up. Jazz said, loss is not stressful if it's part of your trading. It's interesting that you say that, Jazz, because that's the thing. It's not part of our trading. If you've elevated yourself to the point where losing is not stressful for you, and you've learned to incorporate it into your process, then you at a real high level of elevation for you to be able to control yourself emotionally when you lose, and then just get right back in the saddle and go back to work and make up the losses. That takes a lot. If you're able to manage that, I applaud you, because that's something that I don't even want to do. I don't even want to do that. I've gone through cycles in my trading career where I did that and I didn't like it. So you have to have a level of self-awareness to know what you're capable of doing over an extended period of time and what you're not. For me, I wasn't capable of sustaining that. Like, I don't like losing. It bothers me to lose. And what I'm saying is that I don't like losing and not knowing why I lost. That really irritates me. Once I figure out why I lost, I cut it off and eliminate whatever leads to that. And that's me. That's how I shift. So that's why for me, I morphed into the zone and onto the vibration that we are on now, collectively on Team Alliance, because I'd hate losing and not knowing why. Once I found out why I would lose, I stopped doing everything that led to it. Now we in position to not lose no more. Whatever that looks like. It might look like no trades for 2 weeks. You see what I'm saying? It might look like that, and I'm good. I'm okay with that. For some people, they're not okay with that. They're like, nah, that's too much time. I need trades. I don't need trades. I need to win, and that's it, because I know that I can't handle the emotional repercussion of losing when I don't understand why I lost in the first place. And once I figure out why I lost, I'm going to eliminate whatever leads to that loss, period. And that's what puts me in the position where I end up at, which is I'm not losing no more, regardless of what it looks like. So I think that was an excellent explanation that I just gave for where we are as Team Alliance and the thought process and the mindset that we're in. That's hard right there. That's it. I think I nailed it right there, for real. Yep. But I get it. I understand where you're coming from. Jermaine said the question is, how is he trading? Whatever he's doing, he's comfortable with it. And as long as you good with it, you're gonna be able to do your thing, because it means that you're okay with the consequences of whatever you're doing. And that's the most important thing. I just know I can't do that. So having self-awareness is more important than anything. You got to know, you know, what you're okay with. Dimitri, can you remember the last time that you lost and why? Last time was May of 2017. And the reason I lost is because I was chasing the market. I remember that trade specifically was a good trade. And you'll hear me talk about this all the time. Good trades. It was a great trade, but the environment was terrible. And what I did was I put the trade before the environment that I was in and got smashed. Got smashed on that trade. I didn't like it. And at that moment, it was the moment that I decided, see, what pisses me off is I know why I lost that trade. This was the conversation I had with myself. I'm like, I know why I lost that trade. That was stupid. Like, why didn't I just wait for the right timing? Like, why was I so thirsty to take that trade? I'm not doing that no more. Just like that. I'm not doing that anymore. And that's what led to the observation and the study process for me. From that point on, I began to really study the market, like really study the market, not trading. I went for a period of time where I wasn't taking trades. I was really just looking at the market and observing. And that was the time that I needed in order to develop to the point where I began to understand the mechanics of environment, how behavior plays within environment. There's all these different environments. There's like 4 that I was aware of that I would trade during. I'm like, I ain't trading during all of this. I'm eliminating 3 of these joints. I'm doing 1. Picked 1, said that's the one I'm going with, and that's it. Now I'm gonna build my framework around that one environment. And that's what I did from that point forward. And then that's when you begin to see me consistently taking trades. And the number of trades that I was taking was much less, like way less. So, oh, they back from the pool. About to get noisy in here. I like this right here. Matthew said, why does a loss have to be part of your trading? That's a valid question. I gotta go to this door. I'll be right back. Oh, had to dip on them. Had to dip on them. All right. I think the market about to close too anyway, so. Whew. This is like 90 degrees. I don't know what they was talking about. It's hot, man. It's caliente. Let me see something. Yeah, this is a good conversation though. I didn't want to cut it short because I wanted to go through the comments real quick. Yeah, I like that. I like that question though. What Matthew was asking, why does loss have to be part of your trading? Definitely a valid question. Take note that no one is on TA saying that loss is a part of trading. It would be in your interest to pay attention to the language of TA students. It's all the same. Why is that? Join training. Don said that's the difference between the winners and the losers. The winners want to dominate and the losers just want to compete. Ooh. Damn. That's hard. Jeez. Matthew like that too. Hold up, is this? Right, Jay Carly definitely taking that. He said I got to patent it. Jazz, I've traded many. Someone mentioned you trade NADEX, but there are many ways to trade. Whether you build in losses or don't want any losses. Yep, that's true. The beauty is it is your choice and focus on what fits with their personality. Yes, that matter of fact, that's everything I was just saying about having self-awareness. So if you know what type of person you are, what your personality is like, you're going to know whether or not you're capable of doing that. And that's why I went into the whole thing about, knowing yourself and then going from there, because that's what it is. But you're right, man. There's no right or wrong. It's more so a matter of what you are okay with. Jay Carly, people that argue with people that win 100% of the time will either realize they should be listening or they will be back months from after they've been beat down. Yeah, that does apply to a lot of people. Sipping while I'm peeping sounds like a rap song. Yep. Oh, that's interesting. Jay Carly said, but if it's your personality, then that means that it's not a part of trading. It's a part of your personality. Very interesting. Yep, very interesting. E said, observe and breathe. Jay Carly, I'd rather rejoice with the choir than try and preach in the parking lot. Don said, Mark, make a rap song, sipping while I'm peeping. You really want me to rap, right? I'm going to rap one day. See if I suck or not. I don't know if I'm good. Sipping while I'm peeping. Jay Carly is crazy. Yo, she said, LOL to what? I don't play. She said, don't mic drop me. Yeah, all right. Keep it up. You're gonna catch it. Then y'all can definitely all blame Jay Carly. She almost did it earlier. Made me leave and go get some water. Joshua said you're fired from YouTube chats. Oh, I'm just realizing this is when I left. Oh, snap. She said he went to get some ice water. Yep. Yep. That's ridiculous that she knew that. Oh, man. All right, so this market didn't really do too much this afternoon. We'll see what it holds for later. Jazz, no one really likes losing, but I know I'm not perfect, so I have accepted the losses, but I know I can get it back in a day or two, so I respect you want to trade with no losses. Immense discipline, but I unfortunately am not that patient. Self-awareness. Yep. And what at least with Jazz, he's saying that he's not that patient, but he is willing to explore the alternative, which is, going through the whole process of making up losses. So at least he is willing to accept it and just go with that. So I respect that. Yep. Dimitri, I bow down to the master. That's it. The market. That's it. The market. Holly, looking forward to your webinar on building this into a business, as I need your guidance on that period. Yeah, I definitely am going to do that because I see that there is a need, I believe, for people to get that level of guidance and just to be informed about it, Yep, just to be well informed and to know it is a viable thing to do. Most of the time, people will dismiss something as being credible or legitimate because there isn't enough information about it. And I don't want that to be the case with what we do with trading. It kind of bothers me because it's kind of like somebody telling you that your job ain't shit. Like you love your job, and then somebody come and tell you your job ain't shit, and it's like, what? I got the best job in the world. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like you kind of catch, you are a little defensive. That's how I feel about it. But I know that has a lot to do with the lack of education and information out there about it. So at least I can do something about it to change that. J. Carr, the other thing people should realize that Team Alliance ain't hating on nobody. If we're talking about things that we do, it's from the heart to help. That's true. That's 100. Holly said, true that. Yep, be patient right now. Jazz, sorry I didn't see your question until Mark read it. Losses are part of my trading because I trade with volatility. And when you have volatility, things move and can move to extremes. I prefer trading in volatility, much more opportunity for me. Yep. Matthew said, okay, gotcha. A lot more risk that way. Right. He said, yep, and I don't see it as risk, but killer for newbies. Indeed. Jazz is ill. Jazz is ill. Jazz is definitely ill for that. Yep. I got a lot of respect for that and for what he does because you got to be built a certain way to even be capable of doing that without burning yourself out. I know. I'm peeping. I'm like, what are you doing? I think he got a drop off. Yeah. This dude, he live over here. He getting dropped off. Mick said, I love it when the market is looking good and you don't take one because you know what better time it feels like. Yep. Yep, that's what we do. Jazz, exactly. There is no right and wrong, but some of these guys on chat showing their inexperience. Jazz getting at y'all. I'm just messing. I'm playing. I'm joking. It's all love. Ready, you know you was in the rap group hailing from the Boogie Down Mark. He says, same here, Jazz. I've incorporated TA into my technical arsenal and it's working. Definitely. Ooh, yo, Mick is ill. Damn, that's a mic drop, man. Shit. Damn. Should I even read it? He said, you don't need anyone to teach you how to lose. Bow. That's a stomach shot. Woo. What's up, Muhota? He said he just got back from Kenya. I'll be back in training since the time difference is now reasonable. Came in on the mic drop water break. Right, you came in as I'm walking away because of Jay Carly. Crazy. She live here too? First time I seen her. I like being familiar with like your neighbors and stuff because you want to know who's from here and who ain't. I'll be like, listen, I don't know you, homie. Don said the weapon is only as effective as the person using it. He said, Jazz, I'm a volatility trader too. Jay Carly she's ill. She said, my inexperience leads to my 100% win rate. Hugs and kisses. Oh, snap. She says that I'm out. Oh, man. Jazz said, whoopee-doo. Jay Carly been on one since she took an elevation hiatus a few weeks ago. Yes. Yep. She said, be a sheep, I'll be the bear. That's hard. That's hard. The bear standing in the river waiting for the salmon to jump up, right? Yeah, the bear, being the bear is ill. But this was definitely some good dialogue about a bunch of different things. I have a lot of respect for Jazz though, because of the fact that he has self-awareness. I think that, you know, if you have self-awareness, you actually are able to manage what it is that you want to do. If you don't have self-awareness, that's a problem. It's kind of like somebody being in denial about something or not being aware of what they really are doing or not doing. Either way, the not knowing part is a problem. So that's why self-awareness is that important. You know what I'm saying? So Matthew said, I'm definitely a bear. I love fish. Indeed. It doesn't take an intelligent person to win a trade. It takes an intelligent person to never lose one. Goodness gracious. That's mic drop. Mick Shepard's got to know the predators twice are better than his flock. No losing anything. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Reddy said, he said curry fish. Yep, but yeah. So Jazz, it's all in love, man. It's all in love. You know, you don't got to be offended by anything that anyone says. You definitely don't have to be offended. So this market is closed, right? Yeah, it's closed. All right. So been already logged out. It's time to get some Starbucks in my system. I ain't get Starbucks since what's today? Wednesday? I ain't had Starbucks since like Friday. Yeah, that's almost a week. Hold up. Yeah, that was Friday when I did the recap. Yep. Time for some Starbucks. This is so funny to watch sometimes. Goodness. The passion. Passion. Mm. I'm just reading. And Mick said, withdrawing money and caffeine, huh, Coach? Yep. Yes, sir. It's an awesome combination. Matter of fact, I'm getting 2 shots. I'm gonna get 2 shots espresso. Yes, indeed. We'll hope to say it's like weapons qualification force. Doesn't take an expert to hit the target 23 times out of 40. However, it takes an expert to hit 40 out of 40. And the only reason you'll get 40 out of 40, that's hard. He said it comes with mad practice and discipline. Yep, it's because you know why you don't miss and why you hit every time. That's it, right? That's a mic drop. All right, y'all, I'm out. I'm gonna check that out on training, and I'll see y'all on YouTube tomorrow too. At some point, whenever I get a chance to get on here. All right, I'm out. Deuces.